Hello, it's me. This is a problem from section 8.3, number 17, and what you have to do is find the eccentricity of the conic section. We have a point that is given, the focus of 3, 0, and I kind of drew a larger picture, or was attempting to draw one right over here on the right-hand side. Is the focus, and the line x equals 27, a vertical line as I drew it here, is the directrix. The coordinates of the point on the ellipsis, here you go, we know it's an ellipsis, and this ellipsis contains the point -3, 8. So if we do have a conic section, now by definition, and I wrote this right here, the eccentricity is equal to the ratio of the length of the point from the ellipsis to the focus point. I called this PF right here. So we have to find the distance between the point on the ellipsis and the focus to the point on the ellipsis to the vertical line x equals 27. So again, it's the ratio of the distance between the point and the focus to the point and the directrix, a fixed line. Now, really what it means is it really tells you when we're trying to find the eccentricity, it tells you kind of the roundness. It measures the roundness of the ellipse. So the eccentricity for a circle, for example, is 0 because it's perfectly round. The eccentricity for hyperbolas and ellipses are not 0. For an ellipse, it is between 0 and 1. So the closer you are to 0, the more rounder, if that's even a word, if that makes any sense, is your ellipse. So what we have to do first here is we have to find the distance between the point and the focus point. So let me remind you that the formula for the distance is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Now, which point you make x2 and which point is your second point and your first point doesn't really matter at this point. So let me label this. So here I'm going to make this x1, this has to be y1, and then that would be x2, and this is y2. Okay, plug in your values. 3 minus a -3 squared plus y2 is 0 minus a -8 squared. Do the arithmetic. 3 minus a -3 is 6 squared plus 0 minus a -8 is 8 squared, and of course all of it is to be over the square root. That leaves you with 36 plus 64. That is the square root of 100, which is equal to 10. So the distance between the point and the focus point, let me write it down here, is 10 units. Okay, now we got to find the distance between the directrix, the vertical line, and our point. Now you can clearly see we basically have to find the difference between the x values. I'm trying to change my color. Maybe, hold on. we have to try, can change the color. We have to find this distance. Now, if you look at the graph, oops, you can see that the distance here is, of course, it's an absolute value, it's positive 27 minus a negative 3. So we can just say 27 plus 3, it's this little piece, and from 0 to 27, which is equal to 30. So the distance from negative 3 comma negative 8 to x equals 27 is 30. Now we have everything we need. We use the formula. E eccentricity, don't get this confused with the exponential number, is the distance from P to the focus point, which was 10, divided by the point to our fixed line, which was 30, and if you reduce it, you get 1/3. So the eccentricity in this case is 1/3, and that is the end of this problem.